Your number 4 strength, ideation. Can you talk about how ideation helps you with your leadership? And also, people with ideation are often known for big ideas that they've had, ideas that have helped completely change the game. Are there a few ideas that people look back and reflect and say, that was a huge idea that he had, and thank goodness that he had that idea?
Sure. The great thing about ideation is that you're trying to be innovative by thinking about the possibilities of what you can do within whatever your domain is. The bad thing, or I shouldn't say the downside, I shouldn't say the bad thing, the downside of ideation is you're thinking about that next thing that you can do, right? Because, you got to kind of try one thing and see if it works before you bring on the next thing. And, as you know, with ideation, it's like, oh, I got an idea. Oh, I got an idea. I got an idea. I got an idea. So I have to make sure I surround myself with people that say, yep, that's a great idea, but not now.
How do you make sure you don't lose a good idea?
It's hard. It's hard. When you have that idea, for me, you keep something by the nightstand, you write it down or record it on your phone, and then spend some time with it, like within 24 to 48 hours, because sometimes you may dream, you may fall asleep and dream about an idea, and you got to write it down.
So do you have some sort of Leonardo da Vinci Codex Leicester where everything is written down, great ideas, or what has that?
I do. So I'm a visual learner, so I have a lot of mind maps. So I would draw pictures, write a thought down. When I write a speech, I'll draw 3, 4, 5, 6 circles on a piece of paper, and what idea do I want to talk about, and then I'll extend 3 or 4 lines from each of the ideas. So it's yeah. So for me, it's mind mapping. That's how I do it. It starts with the idea. So what, how would this work? Oh, well, what about this? What about that? And what about that? And so you have to spend some time with the idea. You can't just have an idea, oh, that's a good idea, and go tell it to somebody and it's like, well, I hope this works. You do have to flesh it out. And you have to find people, depending upon the idea and what it's about, talk to people, because sometimes you will quickly see, it's not such a great idea. And then other times they will help you to flesh it out in ways that you never thought. And the other thing is, I talk to people I don't just talk to people who are in my industry. Most of my mentors are not in higher education. Have not been in higher education over the years. Many of them have, but most of them were not, because they have an objective lens. And
they help fuel new ideas.
That's right.